cash flow. This is the most underrated concept in personal finance, and also the reason most people feel broke no matter how much they earn. Cash flow is simple. Money in versus money out. That's it. Not how impressive your paycheck looks, not your job title. Just what comes in and what leaves. You can make $30,000 a year and build wealth. You can make $300,000 a year and live paycheck to paycheck. The difference is cash flow. Every month, money walks into your life and money walks out. Rent, food, subscriptions you forgot you signed up for at 2 a.m. If more money leaves than enters, nothing else in this video matters. This is where people get trapped. They earn more, so they spend more. Bigger apartment, nicer car, better coffee. The money never stays long enough to do anything useful. Good cash flow creates options. Bad cash flow creates stress. And here's the key part. Investing doesn't start with stocks. It starts with margin. That small gap between what you earn and what you spend, that gap is where wealth is born. If there's no gap, there's no investing, no safety net, no future leverage. Cash flow is the foundation. Everything else sits on top of it. Currency or money. Here's the weird part. Money isn't real. Seriously. A dollar bill has no inherent value. Neither does Bitcoin. Neither does gold, technically. Money only works because we all collectively agreed it does. There's no more legitimacy between a dollar and a Bitcoin than there is between a dollar and a stick. The only reason a dollar can buy things and a stick can't? We, as a society, decided that. Money makes life easier. It makes trading simple. It helps organize society. But at the end of the day, it's a shared illusion. The government prints it, central banks regulate it, and people trade it for goods and services. If the government prints too much, inflation kicks in, and everyone's money becomes monopoly money. If there's too little, no one can afford to live. Currency is a social construct built entirely on trust and belief. And as long as we all keep believing, it works. So now that you understand money's not real, here's how to make more of it. Investing. Remember inflation? The thing that makes your money worth less over time? The best way to fight it? Investing. Investing is when your money stops sitting around and starts working for you. Instead of trading time for money, you're trading money for more money. But there's risk involved. What can you buy? Stocks. Tiny slices of companies. If the company grows, your slice becomes more valuable. Bonds. You loan money to a government or company, and they pay you back with interest. Funds. Collection of stocks and bonds, so you don't have to gamble on individual companies. Real estate. Property you rent out and hope someone else pays your mortgage forever. Investing isn't about luck. It's about being early, diversified, and patient. Most wealthy people didn't win the lottery, they just gave compound growth 30 years to do its thing. Yes, markets go up and down, but the real danger isn't losing money in a crash. It's never investing at all and watching inflation quietly rob your future. But here's what most people miss about wealth. Risk. This is the part nobody likes talking about, but it's everywhere. Risk is the price of uncertainty. It's the reason investing feels uncomfortable. It's the reason people keep their money in savings accounts earning nothing while inflation quietly eats it. No risk feels safe, but no risk also means no growth. Every financial decision sits on a spectrum. On one end, you have safety, cash under the mattress, guaranteed, predictable, slowly losing value. On the other end, you have opportunity, stocks, businesses, real estate, uncertain, volatile, but capable of growth. The higher the potential reward, the higher the risk. There is no cheat code around this. But smart money doesn't avoid risk, it manages it. That's why diversification exists, that's why time matters, that's why patience beats panic. Risk shrinks the longer you stay in the game. Most people don't fail financially because they took too much risk. They fail because they took the wrong risk, or because fear kept them from taking any at all. Risk isn't your enemy. Ignoring it is. Value. Pick up a rock. It's just a rock. Now pick up a shiny yellow rock. That's gold. It's rarer, so we place higher value on it. But here's the truth. Gold isn't actually worth more than a regular rock. It's just worth more to humans because we decided it is. Understanding this is how people get rich. If you provide a lot of value, you earn a lot of money. Steve Jobs created the iPhone. Millions of people gave him thousands of dollars because he created massive value. It's the same reason doctors and lawyers make bank. The value they provide is huge and people are willing to pay for it. It's also why Gucci can sell the same handbag as Target, but charge 100 times more. People perceive it as more valuable. So it is. Value isn't always real. It's perceived. And if you can figure out how to create value, even perceived value, you can make a lot of money. But none of this matters without the most valuable asset of all: time. Time is the most valuable thing in the world. And the best part? Almost everyone starts with a lot of it. Most people trade time directly for money. 1 hour, 1 paycheck. Simple math. But top earners, they've figured out how to make their time worth millions. The difference isn't magic. It's skills, leverage, and systems. But nowhere does time work harder than in investing. There's no greater force in wealth building. Not luck, not income. Time. Wealth isn't built in days, it's built in decades. Money that sits quietly in an investment doesn't just grow, it multiplies. Slowly at first, then faster and faster. That's why ordinary people with modest paychecks can retire with 7 figures. They didn't beat the system, they used the system. A little money, invested consistently given enough time, becomes a lot of money. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment was yesterday. The second best moment is now. They're the financial concepts that run your life, explained in under 10 minutes. And if this helped, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that'll actually change your life.